Well, good day, friends. I hope everybody's week's going well. I think it's Tuesday. Tuesday. I'll probably post this around Wednesday or something. I don't know. It's going to be kind of a crazy week for me. We have a polar vortex stretching across the United States and Canada right now. North America is in the grips of some sort of Siberian attack. It's cold. It's going to get colder. And I don't know. They're prepping for this storm, so I think I'm going in tomorrow. Well, I go in tomorrow at 6 anyway, and then off at 2:30, and then come back in at midnight and work a couple 12s. Then we go out of town and come back on Christmas Eve. We've already had Christmas, so with the kids and doing in-laws now. I don't know. It's a good time of year. I have my own views on Christmas. I don't know. It's more about goodwill towards men. You know, um, kind of, kind of what the Jesus always preached. Love thy neighbor. He always said that was the most important, you know, thing that was ever said. So we live by that rule. We give to those around us. Check in on the people around you. You know, this time of year in the northern hemisphere, who knows what it is? Holiday season, not as much sunlight, people get cabin fever. Who knows? Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody I know, I guess they're doing okay. I don't know. I get a day off Monday. Yay! I think I'm gonna go down toward Columbia and visit a few friends down there, and then come back in the afternoon and just kind of burn my day. I've been working on everything else. I have my little winter project over here. It's work that I've never done before, but I hope it turns out well, and hopefully everybody will get to see it. The house is decorated full of Christmas joy, and I guarantee the minute we get back Saturday, Sherry will be working to take it all down and put up all of her. No, she won't put up springtime stuff. She'll just get this taken all down and we'll put it back in storage. But anyway, let's move this right along. I wanted to hit today on something very important. I was able to talk to Brother Mike the other day, and if y'all remember this, Positively Dax, yes, not my dog, but still my dog. Anyway, I have a hardback here, but he signed this one. Let me see. It's in here somewhere. What is it? It's just so nice. I don't. Oh no, this is not the other one's on the bookshelf. Anyway, something about me being his hero. You know what? I don't want to be a hero. I, it's flattering, yes, but I'm just me. I don't want to. I want to fly under the radar. That's where I shine. Just fly under the radar, work behind the scenes, do my little thing. But yeah, if I have to step up, I do. You know, I've I've done a lot of things, and I can do it in or out of the spotlight. It doesn't matter. But I prefer to stay behind the scenes and be silent. But with what he and I have going on, our two little ventures, I guess I have to be on the forefront. He comes in with me from time to time, and we'll do a like a co-interview and stuff like that. But it's been fun. But this one right here, Positively Rasta. She is a service dog for, I think, Platte County over by the airport. Anyway, Rasta's story is told in this book. These are kids' books. This is a 2-week bestseller. Friesen Press. Thank you from our friends in Canada. That's pretty awesome. I want to talk about her though. You know, you look at the book and it's focused towards kids and work. Doesn't say anything about the dog, other than I think it says in there somewhere that she's a courtroom dog. You might think of a courtroom dog as something that's in view. A courtroom dog is behind the scenes, flying under the radar. Let me paint a picture, and just you might have to sit down. It's never pretty, but I have said before there is evil in this world, There are evil people in this world, and I don't believe they belong with us. I would just as soon be the guy that throw the switch. I'll be happy. But let's clear that, paint the picture. 8-year-old girl, because it's usually girls. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people do the things they do. But regardless, imagine an 8-year-old girl who's had, several years of being basically tortured, right? We know what happens. This is bad. And in our country, every convicted or suspected individual that's being accused, the accused has a right to face his or her accuser. So imagine a 30-year-old man sitting in the courtroom, and this 8-year-old girl has to come up and tell her story. Now, it's a very, very traumatic event. It is not good. And this poor girl has to tell her story while looking at the person that has been abusing her for the past 3 years. Many times it can't be done. It's so traumatizing that it can't be done. But there are individuals, such as our friend Rasta, who are there, sight unseen, behind the wall, with this poor, abused, tortured little girl. And these animals are able to pick up on the vibes. They know when someone's in fear. And Rasta, as will other dogs, there are a handful across the country, will lay her head on this girl's lap and comfort this child in the worst of times. I mean, I can imagine, having to go through that. Once someone's gone through that, they have persevered. Okay, something inside of them said, okay, that's over. I'm done with that. I survived. And many times people are stronger for it. Perseverance. Look it up. Study it. It's very important because we don't have that in our society anymore. Either way, this person has persevered through this difficult time. Now it's time to face the accused. And it is sometimes more difficult than persevering through the initial torture. So, paws up to Rasta. She's an amazing animal, and we have a half a dozen across the country. Hopefully they will grow. And you can get it on Amazon and look for the Positively Dax or Team Dax. The Team Dax logo is always going to be there. That means every penny goes to charity. $0 in the net are kept. Only gross, because you have to go back and you have to pay for the printing and all that. But as far as profit is zero on these books, because all of the money that comes in from these books goes directly to charity. It's an amazing program. So, hats off to Rasta, hats off to Mike. And no, I am not a hero. I am a zero. Hey, Christmas. I hope everybody had a nice Christmas present. My son got this. Today I'm going to be having a little drink. I am featuring Amish Fire. I need to get my glasses on. We got to do the spiel here. This is made by a guy down in South Missouri. You might have seen him on Moonshiners, that series. Whiskey Man. He's got like a little top hat. And anyway, Mr. Whiskey. Anyway, Tim Smith went down and helped him build his distillery. I've been down there several times, and my brother-in-law Dave made him a little wooden flag deal where the military coins go above the door and everything. He makes good whiskey. I like it. What he's been doing in the past year, especially what he's done in the past couple of years, it's so-so. I like corn whiskey. I don't like hardly any rye. This is all corn whiskey. It is 25% alcohol by volume. It's 50 proof, but it's a cinnamon whiskey, but it's made with great pride and great care. You might have had something like Fireball, and it's okay. Fireball's okay, but it's got a little slime to it, and the flavor is a little bit different. This is a corn whiskey, and it is distilled with the greatest care in copper drums. Really cool. We'll take this thing. This thing is cool. I love this thing. And these little shot glasses, they've got a little bullet through them. That's pretty cool. And I'm trying to look. I don't know if that's a 6.5 or a 7 millimeter. I'm going to find out, though. I went downstairs and got a couple hole punchers. And we're going to kind of take a look here. I've got another deal here. But cheers to you and Merry Christmas. Much love. Yeah, that's really good. It's a step to the dry side from cinnamon schnapps. I love cinnamon schnapps, but it's got a lot of sugar, and sugar also makes whiskey a little slimy. This is 6.5. Yeah, I did. I'm weak. I don't know. I went on Veterans Day and bought a Ruger precision rifle, and I feel a little bit guilty about that. But I don't. No, I don't regret it. I spent too much money, but it was worth it. But before the Creedmoor, everybody's like Creedmoor. Before that was the 6.5 millimeter Swedish Mauser, developed in 1894 by the Swedish. It was actually developed by the Norwegians. They had what's called a Krag Jorgensen, Krag. We had some here in the States. It was a Krag, 3040 Krag. War of 1912. That's when they used them. But that was the action. The actual round that it fired was a little bit bigger, 30 caliber instead of 6.5. 6.5 has always been my favorite for many, many years. But that is not. So I also have a 270, which is a 27 caliber versus a 264 on the 6.5. I should have got my calipers. The boat tail squeezes in, but I guess it's a 30 caliber round. Let's see what we got on 30. Yep, that's a 30 caliber bullet. Okay, all right. Well, I was certain it was not, but I stand erected. Okay, well, anyway, that covers that. But again, Amish Fire, very good whiskey. I don't know where all he's distributing, and I don't know if you can just go down to your local liquor store and get that. Good whiskey, affordable. It's a $25 bottle for a fifth, which every once in a while I'll splurge, but that's not something I'm going to drink all day. Like my coffee stuff, I will drink a lot of that coffee flavored or just straight Jim Beam, but that's $25 for a half gallon. And if they had a full gallon, I would probably buy it by the gallon. I don't know. But I don't, I don't really drink enough to constitute that. I'm glad I don't. But come camping season, I'll be back at it. And as far as Christmas goes, well, that's probably the second drink I've had in a month. I've just been too busy trying to get everything calmed down. And I knew it would. Now that it's starting to settle down, I find myself, well, I'm doing one of two things. Some days I'm lazy. I don't want to get up. I just sit there and watch TV and do nothing, depending on weather outside. And sometimes I'll start crap or stretch out the finish of another project. And get at least a little bit done. I try to accomplish something every day, regardless of whether I get it finished or not. At least I can do something, make some sort of progress. Uh, my weekends are usually set up for that, but heck, the past I don't know 6 or 8 weekends we've been gone. We spent 8 days in Phoenix. We drove that little Audi down there, and everything went just wonderfully. Uh, when we went to again, as always, when we go down there, we had to go to Oregon Stop Pizza Shop. If you've never been and you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. The largest operating Wurlitzer organ in the world. It is, I don't know, I would guess 20,000 square feet, and 2 stories. And the entire building is an organ. It's all part of the whole thing. They got the bubble blower and the cats that dance above the stage, and the horns and drums and lots of horns, and then the pipes. And of course, the pipes, man, I'm a sucker for a good pipe organ. You can move the foundation of the building with a good pipe organ. And there's windows so you can watch the bellows work, and it's just a neat experience. And the console actually rotates and goes down into the floor of the stage, and it'll come up during the show. It's something to see if you're ever in Phoenix, Arizona. Go to the east side of town to Mesa and watch that. It's definitely a must-see event. Every time I'm there, I have to go. Only if it's for half an hour. They have pizza and beer. Okay, the pizza's fair and the beer's beer. Just seeing the actual production is moving. It's moving. They do a lot of Disney stuff, and then they'll merge from that into patriotic stuff. But it was a lot of fun. We drove all the way out 19 hours and drove all the way back 19 hours. There's a balance between the MG and the Audi as far as adventure and comfort. You have to trade one off for the other. Still fun, but we sacrificed adventure for comfort, which at our age, it's not a bad thing to do. Not a bad decision. I hope you stay comfortable during the Christmas holiday and enjoy every minute of it and live by the golden rule. God bless y'all. We'll see ya.